Hello everyone and welcome into LOVERACING.NZ Wraps It Up, where each and every Monday we take a look at a few of the racing highlights from the past week. First of all, I want to touch on Kozzy Asano and Tony Pipe because they certainly had a day to remember on Saturday afternoon at Riccarton Park. The pair combined to win 5 of the 11 races on the program, which is an absolutely mammoth effort. Congratulations to the pair of them. On Saturday afternoon, of course, it was also the running of the Group 1 Windsor Park Plate. This one was taken up by the $1.80 favourite in Coolside Mav.
Tappy's one, Coolside Mav, now goes after it, ranged up at the lead, and now Preta first starting to sprint. Gino Severini in the middle, Coolside Mav, more than a length in front, Preta Fur coming after it, Gino Severini in the middle, he's got a fine bit, he is, Coolside Mav, Preta Fur's trying to wind up at him the last little bit, he's hanging on Coolside Mav, he is simply too tough, the hometown hero does it, Coolside Mav.
Preta Fur has hit the line really strongly for second, but Coolside Mav for Jonathan Riddell and John Barry has simply been too good. The horse has now, of course, won the Tarzino Trophy and the Windsor Park Plate this year, but he won't be heading to the Livermore. Instead, he'll be jumping on a plane and heading over to Australia to Melbourne to join the caretaker trainer Danny O'Brien. And next up, he'll be taking on the big guns in the Cox Plate. Can't wait to see what he does over in Australia. Of course, the other feature on the day there at Hastings was the running of the Group 2 done deal at Arrowfield Hawke's Bay Guineas. We saw a minor upset here with Mananui taking it out for Vinnie Colgan and Chad Ormsby.
As they run into the straight at the 400 metres, El Vencedor in front. On the outside, Drum Major, Meritable, Mananui coming out and after these, and WAKARI is getting right up on the inside with a run. Drum Major, WAKARI, Mananui over on the outside, Meritable fighting on, and then Soldier Boy, Mananui, WAKARI's trying to get him, but he's good, Mananui, and Mananui wins the Guineas.
I've got to be honest, I thought going into the race that WAKARI would be winning this, but he appeared to get his opportunity along the rail. In the end, Mananui was simply too good on what was a really good day for Vinnie Colgan. WAKARI has ended up finishing in second, and Drum Major at massive odds has gone a really good race there for third. Bailey Rogerson doing the riding on Drum Major, and she's certainly having a really good run lately as well. Mananui is a 3-year-old son of No Name Never. He gets a win too at start number 3. He does hold a nomination for the 2000 Guineas coming up in November, and looking at the TAB market, I see that he's currently paying about $8, so not too far behind the joint favourites at this stage. That's Field of Gold, who was impressive in winning the Guineas trial at Riccarton on Saturday afternoon, and also I Wish I Win, who's also paying at $6. Meanwhile, on Sunday, it was Great Northern Day, not as we sort of have come to know it. It did take place at Te Aroha instead of Ellerslie, but the first feature on the day was the Great Northern Hurdle, and it was taken up by the Wonder Horse in the Cossack.
Koya and Alfie D at the third last. The Dr. Hank in front, the Cossack. He's ranged up under his huge weight and he's taken the lead at the second to last. The Cossack in front for Sean Phelan. From in second spot, Dr. Hank further back Arjun, and then Tamara. 1 to go. The Cossack comes to the last. He's up, he's over, he's home. This modern day hurdling colossus called the Cossack. Stand and applaud an absolute champion.
Is there anything that the Cossack can't do over the hurdles? He makes it back-to-back Great Northern Hurdles, albeit at different locations. In the last 12 months, he's also won the Grand National Hurdles, the Wellington Hurdles, and the Waikato Hurdles. He is an absolutely remarkable horse. A great ride there by Sean Phelan, and of course trained by Paul Nelson and Karina McDougall at Hastings. The horse now will be heading to the paddock and having a bit of a well-deserved break. Neil Jennings, the senior handicapper at NZTR, he tells me that in winning the race, carrying 70.5 kgs, that he's actually set a weight carrying record in winning it since the introduction of metrics in 1974. The other feature on the day on Sunday was, of course, the running of the Great Northern Steeplechase. And at the end of the 6,200 metre marathon, it was Takahu and Zartan who were left to fight it out.
In behind them, Tikahu for Matt Crop at the second to last. Down towards the last they come. And the leader, it's Zartan, tackled by Tikahu, and out wide, no tip. The 3 of them come to the last. Tikahu made the lead. Zartan the inside. Out wider next is no tip. It's Tikahu and Matt Crop. Zartan is lifting on the inside. It's missed still in front here. Tikahu, Zartan, Tikahu. Tikahu wins the Dip Rose Miller Great Northern Steeplechase.
I've got to be honest, I'm feeling for Zartan a bit. Did all of the hard work out in front and he was going right to the line, but in the end it was Takahu who took it out. Trained by Dan O'Leary at Martin, Matthew Crop did the riding. It was a really patient ride as well. Obviously confident in the horse that he would eventually be able to get there. He'd finished third in the Pakuranga Hunt at his previous start. And next up, it sounds like Potentially next year Australia could even be on the cards, with races like the Grand Annual Steeplechase at Winnable not out of the question, depending of course on the travel situation. Right now it's time to take a look at a few of the big wins from the past week in a segment that we like to call One for the Punters, and with thanks always to the TAB for providing us with this betting information. Saturday at Hastings and Riccarton Park. Now, someone has taken a $200 5-leg multi, and for their efforts they've collected $10,157. So they've taken to Toki at $1.90, Field of Gold at $2.50, Coolsign Mav at $1.80, Providence Provides at $2.70, and There You Go at $2.20. Huge effort. And then in the last at Riccarton Park on Saturday, someone has taken a trifecta. It was Rivaldo, He's Our Secret, Let's Bring It On, some really big dividends in the last. They've spent $24, and for their efforts they've collected $10,559. Well done to those outstanding punters, and thanks again to the TAB for providing us with the betting information. That's it for LOVERACING.NZ Wraps It Up for this week. We're looking forward to catching you again next Monday.